What's up, farming family? How y'all doing today? Today, we are talking about a company called Dwell. They have this paddle. It's called the Berg. There's two of them. There's 14 millimeter and 16 millimeter. I'm going to be talking mostly about the Braun because that's what I used, but I can reference the 16 millimeter since I played with it ever so slightly. I don't have a discount code for them, but I do know another YouTuber and stuff that does. If you type in Cohen Academy, he plays with this paddle as his main. But yeah, let's get into this, and I'm gonna talk to you guys if this is gonna be a mod replacement or if it's a bust when it comes to being a mod replacement. So the first thing I wanna talk about with this paddle is the pop. Does this have pop very similar to the Yola mod? Yes, definitely does. This one I would say has more pop than a Paddle Tech 12 millimeter. This is by far one of the poppiest paddles on the market right now, and you could debate that it is the poppiest paddle that's currently on the market. A lot of pop. So if you're wanting something where you can just do speed ups and then just body bag people instantly, this will be your paddle to go to. Now, in terms of power, same could be said for the power. This thing slaps. Now, when it comes to the 16 millimeter, the 16 millimeter doesn't have quite as much pop as this 14 millimeter has, but it does have some extra head heaviness. So when it comes to doing like drives and your serves and stuff like that, where you're swinging full swing, it is going to have a little bit more power than the 14 millimeter will have. But just know these are power paddles. They have a lot of pop and a lot of power. Now, when it comes to the control, if you have a lot of pop and a lot of power, you're more than likely going to have very subpar control. If you're not a very skilled player with extremely soft hands, don't even use this. There's like no point. You're not going to be able to control it. When people hit drives, you're going to pop everything up and they're going to come crashing in on you. You're going to have soft hands and be able to control it. And then once you get it, don't expect to take it out instantly and be good with it. It's going to take a little bit. And I did hear that some people's were crunching and stuff like that. I saw it in the Discord. Mine hasn't started doing that. It does have a little glue loose. You can kind of hear it, but overall it's played pretty consistent. And my brother's mained this for a little bit before the new Ripple came out. But just know the control's not there. It's going to take some effort. And when it came to the RPMs, it got 1982 RPMs, which isn't bad at all. You're going to get what you want out of it. The thing with this paddle is it smacks the ball so hard that if you full swing, it does no amount of spin is going to keep the ball in with this. You're going to have the shorten and compact your swing. You're going to get enough top spin, enough back spin, just whatever you're wanting is going to work fine with this, which is literally how it is with most of these pill pop paddles. When it came to the swing weight on this was 116, which isn't really bad. And when it comes to the overall static weight of this paddle, it was 8 ounces right out of the box. And for the balance point, it was 232. It has a better balance point number than the standard 19 millimeter from Blue Core, which is a 19 millimeter elongated paddle. So the balance point's not crazy bad on this, but once you add lead tape, it's definitely going to, drastically change that. When it came to the twist weight on it was 6.13, which is way better than what I expected. I expected it to be in the fives, but it was not. It actually had a decent twist weight to be a 14 millimeter elongated paddle. And when it came to the sweet spot was, I would say, average for a 14 millimeter elongated, but you could go without using lead tape as long as you're more precise with hitting the sweet spot. But I would probably recommend lead tape to most people. Okay, I was originally going to talk about the value for this and be like, yeah, if you like a mod, you can switch from a mod to this, and this would definitely be a good substitute. But with it shaking and making noise, and then when I pulled the handle apart to look at it, there is a cut or a seam that's been cut on both sides, or it's cracking right there. One of the two. But don't think it's supposed to be there because it's not even and it's very rough and rugged. Like it definitely, I don't, that is not supposed to be there. And if it is very poorly cut. You could tell it's not cut straight and there's pieces coming off of it. So no, I wouldn't recommend this for $200. That's kind of wild that that exists. And then on top of it, sounds like a maraca. But yeah, I hope you have a good day. Stay safe. Drink plenty of water. Peace, y'all.